I am not a quarterback. I never played quarterback. And I do argue about who's the greatest quarterback of all time. I also argue about who's the best corner I've ever seen in professional football. Defensively, when you watch college football and the difference in the speed of the game when you watch the NFL to college football, and you watch some of these guys in the NFL, like Aaron Donald, or you're talking about Khalil Mack, all these guys. And then you get the opportunity to watch some of these great defensive players in college football that could be the next big superstar in the NFL. When you watch that and you see the speed of the game from going from watching the NFL and going to play college Division I football, do you see any difference in the game and the speed of the game from the NFL?
Well, I see a difference, but the way that, because my dad played in the NFL a little bit, so he actually told me that the jump from high school to college is way bigger than the jump from college to the NFL. And that's because once you get to the NFL, everyone's playing on the same speed. Everyone's moving faster. But so is everyone's minds too. Physically and mentally, the quarterbacks are seeing things faster. They're getting the ball out faster. The wide receivers are breaking faster. So I think from the college level to the NFL level, it's almost the same, because once you get to the level of D1, everyone, like all the people that probably shouldn't have been playing high school football or were just playing for fun, they're cut out. So now you're getting to really, really good athletes on really, really good athletes. And that's why I think the speed, it changes a lot, but it becomes more of a mental game, I think.
That's interesting. That's the first time I've ever heard any recruit tell me that. So that's very interesting.
Yeah. By the way, who is your father? I just want to know if I recognize the name.
My father's Jeff Wickersham.
No, it doesn't ring a bell. What position was he?
He was a quarterback.
Of course
started at LSU 82 through 85. He actually had the passing record for the most amount of yards at LSU until Joe Burrow came in and broke it.
That's where I saw the name. Because I remember when Joe Burrows actually broke it a year ago, and his name, Wickersham, was up there. That's right.
Yes, sir.
I remember that. It was on ESPN, and I saw Wickersham. That's weird. That's interesting. Who did your father play for in the NFL?
He played for the Miami Dolphins for, I think, maybe 2 years, but he was behind Dan Marino.
Oh.
So, he took the trip up to Canada to hopefully get a new contract, and then he ended up tearing his ACL, MCL, all of that, and just taking a drop in practice. So it was very unfortunate.
Well, do you see yourself as an NFL player? With your ability, your size, and your strengths as a quarterback in the NCAA?
I like to think of myself. I try to have the confidence of an NFL player. That's my ultimate dream, ultimate goal, of course. But my dad always taught me, don't rely on making it there, because chances are you're not. Mm-hmm. But yes, I can absolutely see myself maybe playing in an NFL game one day.
Well, I'll tell you this, your father's a smart man, because a lot of these kids, and I watch a lot of these Netflix documentaries, half of these guys think, I don't know if you never seen Chances U or Dream
Yes,
U,
sir.
I watched that. I've watched the documentary. I've watched every single season of it. And a lot of these guys, they think that they're, being that they're playing for community college, that they're the next NFL superstar because they're going to get a Division I scholarship, and then they're going to play 1 or 2 years, and then they're going to be eligible for the NFL in the draft, and they're going to go right into the draft. They're going to get drafted, and they're going to play and become multimillionaires. It just doesn't happen like that. One out of every, I think they say 10,000 people, 10,000 athletes make it to the NFL.
Yes, sir. No, yeah, they have a lot of kids that think that's their way out. And what they really need to focus on is that Division I offers their way out, because now they can get an education and use it for when football is over.
I think it's absolutely true. I think that's a lot of problem with a lot of the athletes these days, is that their parents have been pushing them and pushing them and pushing them because they want to get out of the hood, or they want to get out of being in situations where they've been their whole lives, and they're their family's way out, and their family and their parents put a lot of pressure on their shoulders, and sometimes that just doesn't happen. Either they're not good enough students, or they tear something, or they're just not as good of an athlete when you go and play in Division I football. You're playing against the best of the best. You're playing against the best athletes in the country at that position. So
adaptability to reading defenses.
Yeah.
Too,
So I think what the one thing I've learned about, and I was a great athlete too. I was a big time hockey player, and I learned very, very quick. No matter how good you are, as soon as you hurt yourself, there's another person filling in your spot. There's another person that can take over. So there's no guarantees at all, Kyle. So before we let you go, Kyle, we do this to all our recruits. We're going to ask you some silly questions, and we expect some silly answers. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. First question: boxers or briefs, and why?
Boxers, because I like to just have a little air down there, just kind of air it out a little bit.
Well, air down there, and I love to move the air up there. So there you go.
Yes, sir.
Question number 2: your favorite snack to eat before a game, and why?
Skittles. It has to be Skittles. I eat that before every single playoff game and before the state championship game. And, I watch Marshawn Lynch a lot. So, he ate Skittles before his big game, so I eat Skittles before my big game. I'm
going to make a deal with you. I did this for Devin Kirkwood, the 13th ranked prospect in the country. I told him if he has 4 to 5 interceptions in his first year at UCLA, I will send him a 6-month supply of gummy bears, okay? Because he's a big gummy bear guy. So what I'm going to do for you, if you throw between 25 or more touchdowns, if there is a season or next season,
whatever your first year
starting is, I will send you 2 months supply of Skittles. How's that sound?
That sounds great, but just so you know, I will be calling you if I do that.
Oh, you can call me all you want. I'll send it to you. I'm a man of my word, my friend.
Now, I have to ask, is it just traditional Skittles, or do you like some of the other flavor varieties?
I'll send you all different kinds.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I can go for any type of Skittles.
I'm going to send them all different kinds, but if you throw between 25 or more touchdowns your first season, I will send you a 2-month supply of Skittles. I promise you, I will put this on my paper, and I've lived up to every single thing I said, so I promise you, I will do that.
That's a deal.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Question number
Maybe
3.
Be on a commercial with Marshawn Lynch.
That's right. So you could be sitting on his shoulders, We'll call it the Beast Mode Skittles commercial. Third question: blondes or brunettes, and why?
Blondes, without a doubt. That's a southern girl.
Hospitality over there.
Type girl. every girl that lives down here has their blonde hair when they go to the beach, and that's definitely what I've grown up to like.
New question: what would you rather be attacked by, an alligator or a shark?
A shark, because they'll bite you once and then they'll circle around and maybe come get you again. Alligator grabs your leg, he's twisting you, and you're gonna die. Trust me, I know. I've seen those things kill other animals firsthand, and it does not look fun.
Well, I'm sure Louisiana. When I was in Louisiana, I got sick of Mardi Gras, okay? I was there for 6 days. Within the first 2 days, I had too many Waka Flockas, okay? Too many of them. That's Dr. Pepper and Fireball, okay, guys? And I'm not a drinker. So the first cup I had, I was like flying. I wanted to jump off a 2-story building, okay? So I advise you not to drink Dr. Pepper and Fireball. Stay the hell away from them. But
noted.
Yes. So when I got sick of it, I said, let's go alligator hunting. Let's go check out Louisiana. I've never seen a bunch of crazy people on a boat jump into a water and feed these alligators with whatever they were putting in their mouth, beef or whatever, feeding the alligators while they were swimming with them. I was like, what the hell is going on here? I mean, we're watching this.
People are crazy.
I'm serious. This fat guy. I mean, this alligator probably would have used him as bait. I mean, seriously. I'm seriously, man. I've never seen crazier people in my life. They're swimming in the water with the alligators.
people down here move differently. They just don't care.
Do they ever? Do they ever? Anyways, last question for me, and this is a good question. If there was a team in this world that you wanted, a professional team, and I know you're a professional sports fan, is there a particular team you couldn't stand growing up?
Who? I couldn't stand, I'd say, the Lakers, because I always saw them on TV. They were always being hyped up, and then they would never do anything during the season. So, but it's different now, but I just did not grow up liking the Lakers for some reason. I think it's because they beat the Hornets, too, when I went to my first basketball game, when they were the Hornets. Now they're the Pelicans, but I hated them after that.
Oh, and so you're a Pelicans fan.
Yes, sir, Pelicans. We're not very good, but, we got Zion now.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Zion Williamson.
Don't listen to our old shows. We had a host that used to rip Zion.
I love Zion Williamson. I think he's...
we both like him.
I predicted he was going to be a star in this league. Everybody said he was going to be too big, too fat. He doesn't fit the position. Oh, boy. If this guy could stay on the court, this guy is as dominant. I think he could be as dominant as LeBron James when he figures out the game a little bit more and the speed of the game a little bit better. I think he's special. He's a special player. But...
yes, sir. Absolutely.
We definitely want to get you back on the show. We really would when the season starts. If there is a season, we would love to get you on the show. And if not this year, we'll get it before next year because I do believe there will be a football season next year for sure. I'm looking forward, man. I'm a big fan. I'm going to stay in touch with you. And if you throw over 25 or more touchdowns, I will send you 2 months supply of Skittles. That is my guarantee to you.
That sounds good. I can't wait.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to keep tabs on you, man. And listen, with your personality and your ability and everything that I've read about you, I believe you're going to succeed wherever you go, my friend.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.